Welcome back guys, my name is Silent Core and today I'm going to be showing you exactly how I managed to make $4 million in GT Online in just a couple of days work. Now I actually spent all of my money in GT Online filming one of my previous videos, filming the best apartments to buy in GT Online and also filming the best vehicles to buy in GT Online, so I ended up spending everything I had and I needed to make it back for the next DLC. So without further ado, let's get into the method. So in this video I'm going to be taking you through my 10 steps on how you can effectively complete the Pacific Standard heist and make sure that you keep all of the money from the bank. No hacks or mods are needed, this is just purely using an existing gameplay feature. And in this video I've organised it in 10 simple steps just to really explain in the most easiest fashion as possible how you can actually do all of this. So the first step, and it's still surprising how many people haven't done this, buy yourself some super heavy armour and also a bulletproof helmet. I know they look kind of dumb and it does slow you down a bit, but experienced players will not heist with you if you don't use both of these items. The super heavy armour in particular is really essential just because you can take a lot more bullets and you won't be dying so easily as if your body was just wearing normal clothes. Next up, you want to find yourself a reliable team. Personally, I use the Heist Teams Reddit page, or more recently I've actually been using a GT Online Discord. It's basically a community where you can post that you're looking for a team and let them know what platform you're playing on, and you'll find other people that are also looking for people to heist with or make money with. So whether you're on Xbox, PC or PlayStation, there should always be people that are looking for a team that you can match up with, and I never recommend using the in-game matchmaking system. I'll link both of these sources in the description if you want to find yourself some reliable teammates. I've never actually had a bad experience with anybody from these communities. Usually they always have mics and they're quite respectable people that are experienced with heists, so I've always had a good experience with them. And if you guys have ever played with randoms from the matchmaking, on the other hand, God have mercy. Step number 3, have someone with a heist room in their apartment start up the heist and complete all of the setup missions so that you're ready to take on the finale of the Pacific Standard. When you're setting this one up, make sure you play on hard difficulty and also turn player saved outfits on. This is really important so everybody can wear their heavy armor. And once you're started with the mission, just start the heist as normal. Everybody drives to the bank and does the standard kind of breadcrumbed routine to steal the money. So the hacker and the demolition, they head downstairs to the safe, while the two crowd controls, they stay upstairs and keep the NPCs under control. A good way to do this is just to stand on the circled table in the middle. I find it's much easier to stand on here holding an RPG or something, rather than going around on the floor trying to shoot rounds everywhere, securing everyone. Just stand on that table and it keeps them under control. Step number 5, once the safe is open, I know it's tempting to have a few people go in there and grab the money, but you want to make sure only one person grabs all of the money, so all of the money from both of the tables just goes to one person, and that way you have less chance of losing money, since spreading the risk across two different players, it would increase your likelihood of being shot and losing more money, whereas if only one person has all the money, it's easier to keep that one person safe. Next up, once you've all got the money, head to the entrance of the bank and now the fun begins. So you want to clear out all of the police outside of the bank, so shoot them, RPG them, whatever you want to do. The priority here is to make sure the player with the money stays inside of the bank so that they don't get shot and lose any. So if you are the player with all the money, you've got quite an easy job, you just need to kind of sit tight in the bank. But you do just need to make sure you step outside of the bank when it's clear just for a few seconds to get the next checkpoint, and then you can go back inside the bank and hide out there. Step number 7, so while the player hides in the bank, you want to head over to the motorbikes. So just go the standard breadcrumbed way through the police, shoot down any police helicopters in the sky to keep moving. And this is where the heavy armor and the helmet are really essential. You can take a lot more bullets using this than if your character was naked. Once you've made it through those police to the bikes, what you want to do is blow all of the bikes up so that they're all gone, and then blow yourself up. And what this does is it resets the heist so that you reset at the part with the bikes, and it's just a nice safe way to transport the money. So as you'll see here, when the game restarts, we're going to be starting at the checkpoint at the bikes with all of the players at the bikes. Step number 8, this is where the trick comes in to get the helicopter. So you want everybody to hop on the bikes just to get the next checkpoint, however only one person is going to drive over to Vespucci Beach police station. I'll show that quickly on the map so you can see where that is, but it's quite a simple drive here to pick up the helicopter. Now as you can see, when I'm driving over to Vespucci Beach police station, there's actually no helicopter on top of the police station, and what you have to do is head over to the police station and just kill an officer at the station, and this will dispatch a helicopter on top. And you'll notice here I kind of drive back away from the police station just so I can confirm that there's a helicopter definitely spawned on top. So I'm kind of like looking up at the top and you can just see the top of a helicopter at the top of that building there. So once I know that's there, I now know it's safe to climb all those ladders to the top, so you can get up there by just heading to the back of the police station, and there's a little shortcut if you jump over this ledge. You can skip a few staircases and then just run around the other side and make your way up 2 or 3 ladders, I think it is, to the top. While you're heading up to the helicopter, feel free to take out any police that you need to. If you need to shoot a few out of the sky, feel free to do that, and just make sure you get that helicopter in an undamaged state as possible. Step number 9 is to hop in the helicopter and go get your friends who will still be at the bikes. Now, while you're away from them picking up the helicopter, your friends should hopefully have been shooting the police, holding them back, using homing launchers on the police helicopters, and making a priority to keep the man with the money safe, basically. When you're picking them up, the best place to land is on the roof of the building just behind them. However, these guys I was playing with here didn't actually know how to get up there, so I was landing kind of on the street area just outside. And you can usually get away with parking on the street here as long as your teammates have been doing a good job at, keeping the police cleared. And that leaves us with the last step, step number 10. Once everybody is in the helicopter, this is the home stretch here, folks. You've pretty much done the hardest part. Now you want to head straight to the blue boat on the minimap. You don't actually have to head to the yellow checkpoint on the minimap first. You can save yourself some valuable time by heading straight to the blue boat. And hopefully your teammates did a better job of holding off the police than these guys I was playing here did. As you can see, my helicopter is pretty heavily damaged. It was struggling. There was a few moments when I was flying back to the boat, the engine kind of stalled and I thought we were going to plummet to earth, but somehow, miraculously, we managed to make it all the way to the boat. And I wanted to show this on video as well, just because it's quite funny. Wait until you see our landing. It's just an absolute miracle nobody died here, and definitely something you guys want to learn from if you're watching this. So 2 people actually decided to bail early from the helicopter. One of them even got caught in my helicopter blades. I have no idea how he survived that. And then once I got landed, or towards the ground, I somehow got flung into the air and landed in the water. I'm not really sure how that happened, but thankfully we all survived it. So important words of advice, guys, wait until the helicopter actually lands before bailing out. You don't need to use your parachutes or bail out like that. Just wait until it lands and make sure you're getting to the boat safely. And once you're in the boat, just make sure you drive carefully around the rocks, and the police are pretty easy to drive past in this one. You don't need to do anything other than just drive the 100 meters or so to the final checkpoint. And there you go, that's everything you need to do to efficiently complete the Pacific Standard Heist finale. And as you can see, it's just 10 easy steps, and you can net yourself quite a nice chunk of money, especially when it's double cash and double RP. It's absolutely insane how much money you can make with this. It's also difficult to estimate a kind of cash gain per hour on this one, since, the cash gain per hour is reliant on your team. It's reliant on how efficient your team are, how efficient you are at doing the setups first, and then also how you calculate the cuts of your job. So if you're doing them at even 25% cuts, or if the host of it is taking a bigger cut. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I actually got the helicopter trick from another player I was playing with, who I believe was referencing it from a Gypsy video. So I'm going to find his video and link that in the description, just so I can credit, I guess, the original source this trick came from. And I'm also going to link the communities where you can find yourself some reliable people to play with if you want to heist. If you don't have real life friends to heist with, or you're missing a few people and need some fillers, I'll link these communities in the description so you can easily find people to play with. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you did find it helpful, and also subscribe. I do a new top 10 every single week and also cover the latest Red Dead Redemption 2 news, so don't miss out on any updates. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Flipping cars, I did the scene. Flipping heist, yeah, with the team. You know me, got the antidote. I spit it sick up in Los Santos. Dodging missiles, dodging bullets. Coming at me now, tell me to pull it.